Have you ever stopped in the silence of your own mind and asked yourself, am I truly the man I want to be? And what if I told you that being a real man isn't about strength, money, or status, but something much deeper, hidden beneath the layers of expectations society places upon you, something powerful yet often misunderstood, something that could transform not only your life, but the lives of those you love most deeply, in a world that constantly shouts conflicting definitions of manhood. Many men feel lost, trapped behind masks that hide their true selves. I was once there silently struggling with my own insecurities, wrestling with what I believed society wanted me to become. Feeling that quiet ache inside my chest when I realized I wasn't living a life true to who I was. But what if within that ache lies the answer? What if there's a hidden truth that few men ever discover? A profound secret about manhood that can break you free from anxiety, self-doubt, and emptiness. A truth that can turn your fears into courage, confusion into clarity, and transform the way you relate to yourself and everyone around you. Imagine what your life could become if you truly understood what it means to be a real man if you stopped chasing illusions and started embracing authenticity. Picture a life filled with purpose, resilience, and genuine respect. One where you're unafraid of vulnerability and empowered by self-acceptance. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal 5 powerful truths about real manhood lessons I've learned through pain, growth, and healing. You'll discover the strength hidden in vulnerability, the courage found in honesty, and the respect that comes from genuine connection. You'll understand why most men never feel truly fulfilled and how you can avoid that fate. Stay with me because by the end of this journey, you'll hold in your hands the keys to becoming the man you've always secretly wanted to be: strong, yet compassionate, confident, yet humble, deeply fulfilled, and profoundly free. Are you ready? Because your transformation into a real man begins right now. Let me tell you something I've learned the hard way. Every man wears a mask, whether he knows it or not. I spent years wearing mine, smiling confidently on the outside while drowning quietly within. Why do we wear this mask? Because we're taught from childhood that being a man means hiding pain, fears, and vulnerability. We're taught that our worth is defined by strength, wealth, or dominance. But here's the hidden cost. Few men realize until it's almost too late. Behind every mask, there's an aching soul desperate for authenticity. The mask might feel like protection, but it slowly suffocates the man behind it. You might feel it right now, a quiet dissatisfaction, an inexplicable emptiness, as if something vital is missing. It's the price we pay when we live disconnected from who we truly are. Over time, that mask hardens, turning into loneliness, anxiety, or even depression. It blocks us from genuinely connecting with others and ourselves. I vividly remember the moment when my mask shattered. It wasn't dramatic. It happened quietly, late one night when I realized I couldn't keep up the illusion anymore. I was exhausted from trying to appear strong when inside I felt so broken. It was terrifying at first, confronting my truth without disguise, but within that terror was liberation. For the first time, I breathed deeply and felt free. The man I'd hidden away, vulnerable yet real, finally emerged. Removing your mask doesn't mean weakness. It means reclaiming your power. Real men aren't fearless, they courageously confront their fears. Real men aren't emotionless, they bravely express their feelings. To become a real man, you must first dare to see yourself clearly, without illusions or defenses. Only then can you live authentically and build genuine connections that fulfill your soul. So ask yourself right now, what masks have you been wearing? What are they costing you? How much of your true self have you hidden away, believing no one would accept the real you? Today, right now, make a promise to start removing that mask piece by piece and embrace the authentic man who's been waiting patiently within you. Because true strength lies not in hiding behind armor, but in having the courage to show the world exactly who you are. For far too long, we've been sold a distorted definition of strength. Society has convinced us that strength means never showing weakness, never admitting uncertainty, and never expressing how we truly feel. But here's the paradox. Most men never understand until they're forced to confront it. True strength, lasting strength, actually lies in vulnerability, When I first heard the idea that vulnerability was strength, I dismissed it immediately. I had always believed vulnerability meant weakness, that if I ever opened myself up to someone, I'd be exploited or mocked. But my stubbornness led me to a dark place. It was only when I hit rock bottom, trapped by anxiety and loneliness, that I learned the most profound lesson of my life. Vulnerability isn't weakness. It's the purest form of courage. It takes incredible strength to admit you're hurting, uncertain, or afraid to stand exposed before someone and say, "This is me." Real men don't pretend they're invincible. They face their fears openly, admit when they're struggling, and accept help when needed. The strongest men I've ever known weren't the ones who never shed tears, or the ones who pretended they had everything under control. They were men brave enough to be honest about their wounds, humble enough to show their scars, and wise enough to seek healing. When you're vulnerable, something magical happens. People recognize your authenticity and respond in kind. Relationships deepen, trust strengthens, and respect grows. Suddenly, you're no longer alone in your pain. You're connected by the shared humanity we all carry. Imagine the relief you'd feel if you could openly admit your fears, speak honestly about your pain, and no longer carry the unbearable weight of pretending to be something you're not. Imagine the power you'd have if vulnerability became your strength, if honesty became your armor. I challenge you today to redefine strength. Let go of outdated beliefs. Share your truth with someone you trust, because it's only when we embrace vulnerability that we experience true freedom, the freedom to be ourselves fully, without shame or hesitation. Have you ever noticed how empty life feels when you're drifting without a clear direction? For years, I felt this emptiness profoundly, waking up each day feeling purposeless, burdened by a lingering sense that I wasn't truly living but merely existing. But everything changed when I realized something critical about manhood. A real man is guided by purpose and shaped by responsibility. There's an undeniable power hidden within purpose. It gives meaning to every challenge, every hardship, every single moment of uncertainty. Purpose transforms confusion into clarity, apathy into passion, and weakness into resilience. But here's the part most men never realize. Purpose isn't something you find, it's something you choose. I used to believe purpose would find me, like a lightning strike illuminating my path. But that lightning strike never came. Instead, I discovered purpose in small choices, taking responsibility for my actions, choosing commitment over convenience, and standing firm in my values, even when life pushed me to break. It was then, step by step, that a sense of profound meaning began guiding my life. Responsibility is often seen as a burden, but it's truly the foundation of genuine masculinity. A real man understands that he's responsible not only for his actions, but also for his impact on others. Responsibility isn't something to fear, it's a source of immense strength. It empowers you, giving you the courage to rise above excuses, to act decisively, and to shape your own destiny rather than being a victim of circumstance. Imagine waking each morning with a sense of clear purpose. Imagine feeling pride in knowing that your decisions have meaning, your actions have impact, and your life is truly yours to direct. Imagine how empowering it would be to take responsibility fully, no longer drifting but boldly stepping forward into the man you're meant to be. Purpose and responsibility are the twin pillars of real manhood. Embrace them today. Choose your purpose, commit to responsibility, and watch as your life transforms into something profoundly meaningful in life, where you stand proud, strong, and deeply fulfilled. If you've reached this moment, you're one of the rare ones brave enough to face the truth and committed enough to grow. Your journey toward becoming a real man begins now, guided by courage, authenticity, and purpose. This journey we've taken together isn't one everyone is ready for. Many prefer the comfort of illusion, choosing masks over authenticity, fear over vulnerability, excuses over responsibility. But not you. You've chosen growth. You've chosen truth. You've chosen to become a real man. This isn't the end. The beginning. Becoming a real man isn't something you achieve in one day. It's a lifelong commitment. This means waking up every single morning and choosing courage over fear, honesty over illusion, purpose over emptiness. It's about understanding that the man you choose to become impacts not only your life, but also the lives of those around you, the people who look to you for guidance, strength, and love. If you're subscribed, know that you're part of something bigger, community of strength and purpose. If not, don't ignore your chance to transform. Before you leave, take a moment of stillness. Let this gratitude sink deeply into your heart. Thank you, God, for another day. May my mind be firm, my heart at peace, and my steps guided by purpose. Today, I choose to grow. Your journey starts, embrace it fully.